Hey guys, Samantha the Card Girl here. Welcome back to my channel. I have deleted a bunch of video and a bunch of pictures so that I could make this tarot VR. I stumbled across it on Lisa Papez's channel, and then I've been kind of binge watching some of the others. There's quite a few hashtags, or people who have done this hashtag rather, and it's really fun. It's called the Cliche Tarot Reader, and it's a VR to Anna at Astral Tarot. So that's initially an 11 question VR, and then Julie with Peekaboo Rose has added some others. So I'm gonna do the 15 questions, and the first one is the cliche of having more than one version of a deck. And so for me, yes, this is the Rider Waite. I've got a jumbo professional edition universal tarot, and this is my jumbo deck. And then I have what's called the Classic Tarot, and it just says original tarot deck. This was an Amazon purchase, and so the backs are this pretty pink and purple mandala, and it's just, you know, your standard Rider Waite. But I love the card stock. It's got that, I don't know if you can see, the lighting isn't really the best in my sunroom, but it's got like that waffle texture. Oops, and I just threw myself out of focus, sorry. Then I have the Radiant Rider Waite Tarot in a tin, and I also have this version in the traditional tarot size, but that's in my Owego office, so I don't have that here with me. But I love the pocket version. I tend to throw this in my purse or wristlet, especially, and take it on the go. And then I have what I'm going to say my more masculine, darker vibe, the Radiant Wise Spirit Tarot, and I say that because it's kind of like my grunge Rider Waite. It's made to look worn and dirty and stained, and it definitely has a more masculine vibe to it. So this is the Rider Waite that I will use in the darker months, the autumn months, and especially in October if I'm reading at either the Slaughterland Scream Park or at any Halloween type themed events. I think this is really good for that. And then in the winter I have the Winter Waite Tarot. So definitely clone, just it's winter. It's snowy, it's Christmassy, it's cold, everybody's got snow on them, there's snow on the ground. But this is definitely a fun one to read with in the winter. And then I've got my Rider Waite clone that I read with in the spring, summer months, the lighter deck. And this is like a knockoff Rider Waite because it's the Unicorn Crystal, or Crystal Unicorn Tarot, Unicorn Crystal Tarot. I don't know, I'm sleepy. Excuse my brain. But it is a clone. It's just the people have been replaced by unicorns. But I consider it to be clone enough. So there's that one. The next prompt is backup decks. And I've got so I got rid of the box because boxes like these are flimsy as heck. So I went to, I think this is makeplayingcards.com, and you can order custom tins. So I've got my Halloween tarot in here, and I put a fun little ribbon with it. And I also have the mini version, the Halloween tarot, in a tin. Now I had this one first, but I really loved it and wanted the full version. So I've got both of these, and no surprise, same thing, I made a tin. This is for the Everyday Witch Tarot. So I've got this one, and then the Oh my goodness. Yeah, the Make Playing Cards, right? I don't know why I can never remember the site, the knockoff site, but I love the size of these decks. I really do. They're perfect. That you can fit them in a pocket even. They're perfect for wristlet size. They're not big and chunky or bulky, but yet they're not so tiny you can't read with them, you know? So, and then I did sell my mini Everyday Witch Tarot. I did have that, but I can't read with the itty bitties. It's just not practical for reading for other people, you know? Now that being said, my last Rider-Waite clone, and I forgot to add it in the first prompt, but it's the tiny Universal Weight Tarot. So cute. Now, I don't read with this, but I'll use it to make things. Like, for example, I made earrings and a necklace. So I took the cards, put them in my scanner, and scanned them so that they were on regular paper stock, and then put them in these protective bindings and made earrings out of them. So super cute, super fun. And I just felt the back fall out. Okay. Fix that later. So let's see. The next prompt is tea. So if do I drink tea while reading tarot? No, I don't. I'm not big on reading for myself a lot, and I'm usually short on time. So to sit down and drink a whole thing of tea and fully relax and do this big, reading session, maybe someday, but not right now. I like the idea of sitting down with tea and, all the woo-woo and stuff, but not right now, no. The next one is crystals while reading tarot. So, yes, not these specific ones, or sometimes these specific ones, but this is just an example. So, I usually have a labradorite and or an amethyst for connection, and a black tourmaline and smoky quartz for energy protection and transmuting negative energies, clear quartz for energy amplification, and a rose quartz for loving, sorry, a bird just, window is right in front of me, rose quartz for like loving, calming, soothing energies, especially if somebody who's never had a reading comes in and they're a little bit nervous, just kind of help the energy stay calm and nice. The next one is lit candles. Nope. The only time that I will light a candle is if I have time to sit down and do a full or new moon ritual. But then I'm having my candles out, I'm burning sage and incense, and that's just not, I just don't do that on the regular basis. Tarot books. Yes. And this is not all of them. I have more in my Owego office, but there's the majority of my books. And the Shadowland, this is the guidebook that came with the deck. And I got rid of the box and made a tin for this too. It makes it safer for the cards. You can put it in your purse and go. The big boxes, these things, they're not practical for reading on the go. And I don't like tarot bags, because I don't like storing my cards in bags, because then there's nothing to keep their shape. Cards bow so easily in bags. At least that's what I found. I don't know. I know some people love bags and that's all they'll use, but it's just not what I prefer. So, next, tarot journal. Maybe-ish. I don't journal for myself on a daily. I used to, I tried, but I've learned that I'm terrible with it. I don't stick with it, or I never track. So, like I used to rather pull cards and write down what they were and my interpretations, but I would never go back, like a month later to see if it played out, how it transpired. I was just bad with it. And I'm like, well, what's the point? That being said, I do have a full and new moon tarot journal. I'm usually late with this too because I have 3 children and they're home for the summer right now, and they're all still of the age where they need me, especially my 7-month-old. So a lot of times I'm like, oh shoot, the full moon was yesterday, or it was a couple days ago, or whoops, it was last week. But I'm trying. I actually printed out, let's see if I can find the first. I printed out Ethany Dawn's Tarot by the Moon and made it smaller. So I did pull, I've got a theme for each month, what the card is, and how I interpret it. And then you have I put the spread here with the questions. And then on the other side, I wrote down what I pulled and then my interpretation. And if I have any notes, like if any of the cards are really relating, I might jot that down. Or just stuff like that. So, yes, I do journal with the full and new moon, but that is it. All right, the next prompt, tarot tattoos. I don't. I do have a concept though, but it's more of just like a witchy fun vibe. I want a Ouija board, and it's not going to say Ouija, and it's not going to say tarot card. This was just, I'm no artist. But I want this on my thigh, and this is going to be a stardusty type of trail. And I want the high priestess, and then the board it's actually going to look like a Ouija board with a crescent moon. So that's my concept. So it's not really tarot, but there's a tarot card in it, so I thought I would include it. Shuffling. Do I shuffle randomly? Do I just pick up a deck and not really have intentions of reading or using it in any way, shape, or form? No, not at all. Not ever. Do I ever just binge watch tarot videos and pick a deck just to shuffle for no other purpose than to shuffle? Well, guilty as charged. I don't know what shuffling is so, there's something very, sorry, I'm trying to fix this, soothing and therapeutic about shuffling cards. Even just no other reason than just to shuffle. It's relaxing. I don't know. I'll even just come out here, pick one of my decks, open it up, shuffle the cards for a minute or two, and then put it back and walk away. So yes, I'm guilty with just random shuffling for no other reason than just to shuffle. Keep my hands busy, I guess. Next one is cardstock. I know I'm probably one of the far and few between, but I love the glossy, thicker cardstock. Even though when you put it down, they slide right off the deck. And it might be a little bit harder to shuffle, but I shuffle like this, so it's not really overly difficult for me. I don't know, it's more durable, and it makes the deck heavier and more sturdy. And if I took one of these versus something I couldn't bend out, it's to a park and a wind blew, it would more than likely blow these cards all over the place than nice thick heavy ones. So yeah, I like a good cardstock. I do complain about flimsy cardstock. The next one is fairy lights. Nope, I don't own any sort of fairy lights or twinkly lights, or I've got Christmas lights that are in the attic, and I bring them down for Christmas, and that is it. I like the idea of them. They're pretty. I love it when I see fairy lights in the background of people that I watch on YouTube, but I don't have them myself. So those are the 11 questions from Anna, the Astral Lady, at Astral Lady Tarot. And Julie with Peekaboo Rose added owning tarot bags and cloths. So as I said before, I'm not really into tarot bags, so I don't have those, but I do have tarot cloths. And those I love. A lot of mine are Halloween themed because that's my busiest time as a reader because I'm a professional tarot reader. So I got a lot of fun Halloween themed cloths. But then I also have, this is my newest one, and it's not even, like, I picked the cloth up from my local Joann Fabric, so it's not finished or sewn back or anything, but look how pretty this is. I couldn't not. It was like $3 or something like that. So I think this is going to be a year-round cloth. Then I've just got this really pretty, rich, vibrant purple, which needs to go through the wash and needs a good ironing. But this color purple just raises my energy vibration. I don't know. I love this color purple. So that's a favorite. And then I've got this really pretty spring themed tarot cloth. Again, my local Joann Fabrics. And this one too, I just bought this past spring. It's just so fun. It's so pretty. And then I've got one like this that's darker, like darker purples and blues and stuff that I would use more in the darker months. Okay, tarot travel bag. So I don't have a specific bag that I keep a certain deck in, or crystals or things like that. I always have a pouch of my favorite crystals in my bag, or it's in a pouch, so I'll take it and put it in whatever bag or wristlet I'm using for the day, and then I'll just come out here, pick a deck, and put that in and go. I don't have anything specific, so I'm going to say no to that. Owning tools for tarot modifications, I don't. I do have corner rounders, but I don't even have a good cutter. I've got, the ones you slide. I don't have a good guillotine one. And I've got good scissors, but that stuff is more for scrapbooking, not card modification. So no on that. And lastly, do you have a purgatory area for your card? So purgatory box. So this is a space where you're going to keep cards that you're not sure you want to keep, or maybe you know you want to get rid of them, but you're not sure how yet. So yeah, it's this box right here. So I've got the Indigo Angel Oracle cards in here. I've got my Ghosts and Spirits Tarot. I've got the 3D Tarot. The Morgan Greer, I'm sure I'm going to get a lot of, seriously, you're getting rid of that? I've got the Essential Book of Tarot. And this one, the Everyday Witch Oracle. So I was given for free the knockoff version from the site I can never remember. Is it Make Playing Cards? Somebody help me. Slap me. What? From that one site. Anyway, and I was like, I don't know. The card stock is, well, the bigger version, the main version, was in my local Barnes & Noble. So I picked it up, and they're the same. Oh, you know what? I've got it in here. I'll show you. They're actually the same card stock. So, and I did a side-by-side comparison of the cards, and these are actually much brighter and more vibrant in color than the larger cards. I was really, really surprised. But let me show you size difference here at least. So again, these are more practical. You see that shine there. Let me see if I can find this specific card and show you what I mean with the colors. I was really surprised because normally, the main decks, the main versions, are the ones that have the better card stock and better quality. So when I saw that these were brighter and more vibrant, the little ones, I was like, wow, but look at that. I mean, I love the rays in this one. This one, it's really faded and muted. I feel like you can see this more, but I don't know if that's just the camera. It's darker in here. And I know the camera's not picking it up, but like in person, you really see, I don't know, it pops. It just pops. And I like how she looks like the sun is reflecting, like she looks tan, where this is just so washed out. There's no reflection there. It's just this white figure, and there's no, I don't know, this just looks more realistic to me, I guess is a good word to use. So I am keeping the little deck, and I'm going to rehome the big deck. That being said, I do plan on, where is it? I can't remember. I thought it came with the guidebook. I know I was going to keep the guidebook, but maybe not. Anyway, I'm so unorganized, it's not even funny. So yeah, that's my purgatory box and my extra little rant there on the Everyday Witch Oracle. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this tag. Check out others. I will hashtag it, and then you can follow that and check out the original from Anna with Astral Lady Tarot and all the others. It's super fun. If you want to do this tag, go ahead. I've really enjoyed watching everybody's responses to this. Bye, guys.